Hello people! Why is Earth Summoner so hard? When you are at the end game, you got your full 8 set Vortex Temple and your badge. You actually have to keep track of a lot of stuff that's going on. First up, this badge. This will activate every time when you use Flying Needles. And then your main damage skill will shift from the RMB to your 2, the Thorn Strike, because it will deal an insane amount of damage. Here for the Vortex Temple Soul Shields, it will also buff your Thorn Strike damage for 110%. So what you want to do is have an uptime of this badge like every time. And this is pretty hard to maintain. I have this badge and the Vortex Soul Shields now for about 4 days, and I'm still, sometimes I don't know why I dropped the combo. It seems like it just randomly drops sometimes, and you have to be really precise with your timing of your needles, because you will use the Magnum badge. Like, this is the fuse badge. The normal one would be where is it? Doesn't even show. Yeah, whatever, you get the idea. Like, the Magnum effect is just after you use Thorn Strike 3 times, you get a reset of your needles. And in 3 seconds, those needles will deal extra damage if you use them within the 3 seconds. And what you want to do to maximize your DPS is you want to use the needles while the 3 seconds are on, so that you get the extra damage. But on the other side, if you use your Thorn Strike, which you will get if you use your needles, and the Magnum badge is still on the 3 seconds timer, like, it will just complete the timer 3 seconds. You can't do anything about that. Even if you use the needles right at the beginning, it will count the 3 seconds. And if you use your Thorn Strike again in that time, it won't give you another stack of the Magnum badge. This is bad, because you can only use 3 Thorn Strikes in the Mystic badge effect. So that means if you use your Flying Needles too early and do your 3 Thorn Strikes, you won't get the reset of the Magnum badge, which will leave you without Flying Needles. That means you have like 14 seconds, 18 seconds cooldown, because you can't really get fast into overflow if you're not already in, or if you don't have soul burn. Like, you are pretty much dropping the combo and can't get into the combo again anytime soon. So that's the main problem. That is why you actually wanna, if you don't wanna use the Petal Storm. Like, this is only for if you drop the combo. If you're not really like if you use it, you get a little bit more DPS, but yeah, you should probably just save it. So your main rotation will be like either 1 or F to start on the boss with poison, so you can use your Flying Needles, and before you use your Flying Needles, just use your 2 before. Like, you could, yeah, it's just a little bit more DPS. And then after you use your needles, you will just use 3 of your Thorn Strikes. And then you want to wait until the timing of the Magnum badge is less than a second. And then you're gonna start the Thorn Strike. No, the needles again. The needles again. Yeah, exactly. And then you have to keep this up. If you can keep this up, you basically just spamming Thorn Strike and Needles, and this gives you a lot of DPS. But so much for the theory. I will just try my best to showcase this right now, but I'm pretty sure I will drop the combo, because you don't really have time to do anything in between the 3 Thorn Strikes. So when you use your needles, you want to use the 3 Thorn Strikes, otherwise you don't get the reset. And if you have to block or do something in between, you will drop the combo. Yeah, that's like the problem. You can't really do anything else in between. So let's try this. And you have to reapply the poison. Oh shit, yeah, now I fuck. Now you see, now I only got 1 stack of Magnum. Now I have to get into Overflow and try to get 3 stacks of Magnum. And there we go. And I pretty much lost all my DPS. Oh. Now you see, I didn't fail anything, but I still couldn't do the 3 Thorn Strikes, and I don't know why. And same again, I don't know why it is dropped. If you get a reset from the needles, I would actually do it right away. Because you can't fail the needles, because you will get another proc then. Yeah, and this was a shitty run. Like, I dropped combo like 5 times or so in a 1-minute fight. You can easily get over 300k DPS. I have not the best ping, but with this endgame gear you can easily go over 300. Like, when I did Mojang for 8 minutes, I got over 300k. And I dropped the combo multiple times and even got lasered twice. So yeah. It is pretty hard to play, but you just have to get used to it. The problem is in F8, like what I noticed is that I don't see the Magnum buff. This is actually pretty stupid. It just doesn't show you the 3 seconds time. Or the stacking, but the stacking doesn't matter. Like, you want to see the 3 seconds time. If you don't see it, like, you just have to guess when you're used to needles. Mostly you should wait a little longer so you get really the reset of the badge. But then you don't get the extra damage of the needles. So yeah, but I think that's still better if you wait a little longer. Okay, I'll just give it one more try. Oh, this looks promising. But I still didn't got the 3 Thorn Strikes off. I don't know why. Oh no. Oh. Okay, that was my fault. Again. Now I used it too early, but it should be fine since I died. And there you see, like I still made mistakes, but I got a lucky reset, and then even with my shitty crit rate, like I have 5 pieces without crit, I can do easily 330k DPS. It depends on how good you can keep up the combo. If you drop it, your DPS will drop immensely. But if you don't, you can do a lot more than this. Like I've seen people doing 380k DPS. But yeah, depends on your ping and your luck. I don't know. And you have to get used to it. And that's why Earth Summoner with the badge, Endgame Earth Summoner, is pretty hard to play. Yeah, I can't compare to other classes because I don't know them really well. But yeah, that's... It got a lot harder from Oblivion, from the Alluvium badge with BT8 set. I could just do anything in between. And I did my 200k DPS and now got 100 more DPS plus. But it's... you have to really focus. Like you can't really easily tank the boss and DPS or do mechanics. Like your DPS will just drop. You can't do anything about that because you will drop the combo. There's nothing you can do. So yeah, thank you for watching. Goodbye.